Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I will be crocheting a hat using all three colors, yellow, black, and green. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. My goal is to reach at least 1,000 views on one of my videos before the end of this month. Stay tuned while we get started with this hat. Okay, so I'm going to start with the yellow yarn. Keep in mind, this is not the actual size of a hat. I just want you to see how a hat is made so you can determine the amount of chain stitch for the size of your head, okay? So here we go, let's get started. I'm gonna start with some single crochets. Okay, so we have some single crochets. If I turn it on the side, you'll see there's some chains on the side sticking up. See these stitch? They're sticking up. This is where you're going to be pushing your needle, okay? So let's get started. Push your needle in the first one. Sometimes you have to use your finger to help you along, and you go like this, and you keep pushing the needle through the back stitch, okay? So what you're going to end up with is, it's called a rib stitch. So by the time we're done today, you'll be able to do a rib stitch, which is the base of your hat. Okay, so now we're gonna turn over. I'm gonna make one chain, and you'll be putting your needle through here, through here, through here, and here, okay? Alrighty. So let's put our needle, let's make one chain, okay? One chain, and then you're gonna put your needle through here, the first stitch. So this looks different because you already made some different stitches. That's why it looks so different. Sometimes it's hard to get the needle through. There we go. And it's better to take your time and do it, not to rush, because if you rush and you make a mistake, you'll have to pull it out and do it over again. That's the thing with crochet. Sometimes you're going so fast you don't realize that you make a mistake, and then when you have a look at it and you realize you make a mistake, then you have to pull it out. Sometimes you have to pull out so much. It's like a waste of your time, and it is frustrating. So remember, take your time, enjoy what you're doing, okay? Now I'm going to make another chain stitch. See, I'm on the other side again, and I'm going to put my needle through here, 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 and there, okay? And soon you're going to see what I'm doing. It's called a rib stitch. Oops. Okay, let's fix that. Let's pull that because we don't want to lose that. And let's put it back through the needle. And then we're going to turn again. Okay, and we're going to put the needle through here. And what we want to do is we want to join another color thread. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to join the black thread. So in order to join the black thread, we're going to keep the needle through here, right? And we're going to put the black thread over the needle. We're going to pull through, and we're going to pull the yellow thread to tighten it, and we're going to make one chain, and we're going to turn, and we're going to continue doing the same thing that we were doing previously. Okay, so there we go. We're going to keep going. Okay, and we're going to continue. We're going to turn, and we're going to keep going. Okay, so now we're going to join the green yarn. Okay, so I'm going to pick up the thread or yarn, and I'm going to pull right through. Okay, let me do that again so you can see. So this is where we have our loop, and we're gonna go into this, the first stitch at the top, and we're gonna pull through, yarn can be very unruly at times. Bear with me, people. Let's do this again. At least you're getting enough retakes so you can see how it's done. So we're pushing the needle through the first one. Okay, and then we're gonna hang on to the yarn, and we're gonna pull it through, and one chain, and we're gonna turn. So again, it is difficult to see when you're working with black. Okay, let me tighten this up. Okay, okay. Let's try this again. Again, it's not easy working with black yarn, so we're gonna go into the back stitch, pull through into the back stitch, pull through, a chain to turn. Now we can see what we're doing. So you're gonna put your needle in here, again needle in here, okay. So I'm gonna join the green now and make a chain, and then I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna go in from the back. Then I'm gonna make a chain stitch to turn, and then I'm gonna go in here, okay. So we have something that looks like this, the Jamaican colors. Okay, now we're gonna join these because we're gonna make the circle of the hat. Okay, okay, so we're gonna continue with the green. We're about to close off the bottom of the hat. We're almost there. Thank you for being patient. Almost there. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna close off the hat. We're gonna take the two ends, we're gonna put them together. Okay, and we're gonna push the needle through here. Through the first stitch, and we're gonna pull the loop. See this loop at the back? We're gonna pull it through. Let's do that again. Okay, now we're gonna turn and we're gonna join these two yarns like so. We're joining. And the yarn sticking out, we're gonna fix those so they're not visible anymore. Okay, so now we're gonna have something that looks like this. Let me fix that. So okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the yarn, and we want to make sure that we pull this through. You can use your needle to do that. And then you tighten it. Now, if you want to hide the yarn sticking out, what you can do is you can just pull it through. I usually just pull it to the back like this. I stick my needle through the actual crochet and I pull. And then you can pull on it and cut. See? And it disappeared. Let's try another one. There's another one sticking out. Let's push our needle through. Let's pull it through. Pull the yarn like this. Cut it. And it disappeared. Okay, so I think you get the idea. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on the top part of the hat, and I'm gonna use the black yarn. Unfortunately, I'm using the black yarn because that's the only one that will look good. So I'm gonna push the needle in here. Okay, so you're gonna push the needle in these stitches. As you go around, you push the needle in the chain spaces like that, or whatever space you see. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so we're doing single crochets all the way around. Okay, single crochets, and we're gonna keep doing single crochets around. It's hard to see when you're working with a black yarn. But as you can see, it's working. Oops. Okay, so we kept crocheting until we have something that looks like this. Okay, so we're about to close off the hat to make the top smaller. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the single crochet like this, like that, and we're gonna pull through. Okay, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, and then we're gonna pick up 1, 2, 3 single crochets on the hook, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, and then pick up 1, 2, 3 on your hook, pull it through, and then again 1, 2, and keep going like that. And then decrease, instead of picking up 3, you're gonna pick up just 2 on the needle, and then 1, 2, oops. So as you can see, we're pretty much almost finished. So we're gonna just push a needle through and pull it to tighten. Okay, so the next stitch, push the needle through to tighten your thread. Okay, so now we're finished the top. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish off, and I'm gonna make a pom-pom. So I'm gonna cut the yarn. I'm gonna get my needle, and I'm gonna pull the yarn through from the top. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a pom-pom. So remember, we use all 3 colors. So I want to make a pom-pom the same colors as the hat. So I'm gonna gather all 3 of my yarn, all 3 colors, and I'm gonna make sure they're all even. And I made something to make a pom-pom. So what you can do is, if you have like a cardboard, you can cut it like this. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna keep wrapping it. Okay, and then you're gonna cut here at the edge. And what you want to do is, you can use the black yarn. You're gonna pull the yarn through here. And then you're gonna push it through here, the opening. And what you're gonna do is, you're gonna tie it. So let me tie it so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and I'm gonna tie it again. And then I'm gonna slip it off. And I'm gonna get my scissors. Sorry about that background noise. Getting my scissors. And I'm gonna cut. I'm cutting the thread. I'm putting the scissors through and I'm cutting. And I'm making a pom-pom. And if there's anything sticking out, you can always trim it up so it's nice and even. And I'm gonna cut this because I'm gonna need this to tie at the top of the hat. So what you have is something that looks like this. Let me just trim my pom-pom so it looks nice and neat. Give it a haircut. Okay, so I have a pom-pom. Let me just fix it. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna turn the hat over. And what I want to do is, I'm gonna put the needle through the hat at the top. I don't know if you can see this because it's so dark, but I want to pull both strings. I'm gonna pull this string through. I'm pulling this black yarn through at the top, and then I'm gonna pull again through the top, because you're gonna tie it on the inside to enforce it. So now I'm tying it, and you can give it a few knots just to make sure it's secure, and then you can cut it. And flip it over, and there you have it, a little hat. And I also made another one in this color. See? Like that and like that. So you have two hats. This one and this one. So you have two hats. And this one, the brim is big enough, you can tuck it in. There you have it, 2 hats. Okay, so people, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Okay, so there you have it, 2 hats. Okay, take care, bye for now.